question 1 says, based on graphical analysis, what is the reaction rate accounting for coefficients? Remember, reaction rates are always positive in molarity per second between 400 seconds and 800 seconds. Okay. And I've given you a graph. This is a very data-intensive set of homework, and we will be using a lot of graphs. We will be making a lot of graphs. But reaction rate, and I'll put the formula for it down here. Equals minus 1 over the coefficient times the change in concentration of whatever it is, and we've got peroxide here, H2O2. The change in the concentration of peroxide divided by the change in time. And what we're going to do is we can see that the slope of this line is negative, and I should mention that this is the equation for a reactant, and meaning that since the slope of this line is negative, when we take effectively the slope of this line using delta y, the change in concentration, over delta x, then we put a minus sign, and it does end up being a positive number. And what this will cause you to do is you're going to have to, at 400, which is this point right here, and 800, 6, 7, 8, 800 seconds, we are going to have to read the graph to determine what the points are and then plug this in. So let's see what we got here. First off, it's minus 1 over 2 because the coefficient of peroxide is 2 up here. Then the change in concentration of peroxide, well, let me go ahead and be very clear about this. I'm going to do the peroxide concentration at 800 seconds minus the peroxide concentration at 400 seconds over 800 seconds minus 400 seconds. So, and I have my times, I know, but I don't have my concentration. So I'm going to read this, and I can see that this point right here, zooming in, is slightly above 1.5 and slightly below 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. Yes, that's 1.6 there. And so I'm going to say it's a little more than halfway up. So I'm going to say it's 1.56 at 400 seconds. And so let's just write that on there. So 1.56. And then the other point is going to be, well, here's 1 and here's 1.1. So it looks about halfway, maybe a little less. Let's go with halfway, so 1.05. And you'll see that different questions ask for different times on this one. And now plugging in my numbers. At 800 seconds, it's 1.05 molarity minus the concentration at 400 seconds, which is 1.56 molarity. Over the time difference. And now I just have to multiply this out. I get 1.05 minus 1.56. Negative number divided by 400 divided by 2, and then take away the minus sign. I get 6.38 times 10 to the minus 4th. And my units are molarity per second. Are there any questions about this? Okay.